Greetings from the House of Representatives. This is your state representative, Condotta, with our weekly update. Well, what a week it's been. We're winding it down. By the time you watch this, I'm hoping it's over. We're not sure yet. We are approaching the last few days, and the bills are coming fast and furious, and the debates are fast and furious because it's a very unusual situation this year given the current economy. A couple of the bills we've been looking at in the Education Department, 2261, a major educational reform bill. Supported by virtually every education group in the state, including a whole lot of legislators, opposed by the WEA, the teachers union, went out 60 yes votes out of the House. A shocking bill, really, because it's been we've been trying to do this for 7 or 8 years. We've been trying to break this logjam of the same old routine in education. This bill opens the door for lots of new reforms, lots of new concepts and ideas going forward. Yes, it'll require some additional funding, but that funding will be accountable. And that's why we think it's such a good idea. I think it's one of the major highlights of this session that we finally moved a reform bill that might get our K-12 education system back on track to being the finest in the world as it was at one time. Also, in the budget discussions, we had to vote to suspend Initiative 738 and 732. This is the class size initiative and the teachers' COLAs. And that was quite a debate also. I voted not to suspend 728. The class size money has been very important, particularly for our smaller districts within the 12th district. We want to retain levy equalization also. We think the budget is strong enough to support both those positions. As far as the teachers' COLA go, the first time it was suspended, I voted against it. This time, I felt I had to vote yes. The fact of the matter is no one's getting raises this year. Everyone is in the same boat. We all have to suffer through this together, and there's no reason that any state employee or teacher or any other person should get a raise right now. As a matter of fact, just hanging on to what you've got is a very good thing. So we think that's a fair balance. Continue to give the 728 money to the schools, hold the line on salaries at this point, the step salaries still being included. So that's the education portion. The budget itself is quite interesting. It is looking to be, with federal money, about the same or a little bit more than the last budget. So once again, and you hear me say this a lot, where's the $9 billion hole? We're spending about the same amount of money as last time, and yet we hear of draconian cuts. Well, it's a matter of priorities, folks, and I don't think they've got the priorities right. There's no question they took a harder swing at education, and this is the majority party who rules this budget. We have very little input on the minority side. They've taken a hard look at education, a hard hit at state parks, and a hard hit at health care, when there's still $80 million in the WWRP fund to buy additional land and parks. We can't even take care of the ones we have. This is just one example of priorities that are completely inconsistent. We're going to keep working on it. The budget should be done by the end of this week, and hopefully we're home and we'll get together and talk about it on the radio. This may be our last report. We'll see you soon.